My brother and sister, what if the pain you're going through right now isn't a punishment, but a sign that Allah has chosen you for something greater? What if every closed door, every heartbreak, every setback is actually shaping you into the person you're meant to become? Stay with me, because the signs you're experiencing might not be random at all. They might be the clearest evidence that Allah is preparing your heart, your character, and your destiny for something far beyond what you can imagine. One of the clearest signs that Allah has chosen you for something greater is when your hardships seem unusually heavy, yet your heart still feels drawn toward Him. These challenges are not accidents or punishments, they are divine preparation. Allah never places a burden on a soul without purpose. When He wants to elevate someone, He first refines them. Hardship becomes the fire that purifies, the storm that strengthens, and the pressure that brings out qualities you didn't know you had. Many people crumble under difficulty, but a chosen person grows from it. Every struggle teaches you patience, discipline, and trust. Every disappointment reshapes your priorities. Every closed door redirects you to something better. What feels like delay is actually training. What feels like loss is often protection. Allah is not breaking you, He is building you for a level you cannot see yet. You'll notice that the more life tests you, the more your heart softens. You become wiser, more empathetic, and more aware of Allah's presence. This transformation is not random, it is intentional. Allah is preparing you to carry responsibilities, blessings, or spiritual growth that require a stronger version of you. Your pain is not meaningless. It is proof that your story is being written with purpose. When Allah chooses a person for something greater, He places a special pull inside their heart, a longing that doesn't come from the world, but from Him. You start feeling a deep desire to become better, even when your surroundings haven't changed. Suddenly, sins that once felt easy now feel heavy. Acts of worship that once felt difficult now feel comforting. This inner shift is not random, it is guidance. You may notice yourself craving solitude, reflection, or Quran recitation. Your heart begins to search for meaning instead of distractions. You start wanting to pray on time, fix your character, and remove toxic habits. This pull toward purity is a sign that Allah is preparing you for a greater spiritual journey. Even when you slip, your heart doesn't feel comfortable in the wrong place. You feel guilt, not because you're weak, but because Allah is protecting your soul from settling for less. You feel drawn toward gatherings of knowledge, reminders, peaceful environments, and anything that brings you closer to Him. This longing is a mercy. Allah turns the hearts of those He chooses, guiding them step by step toward growth. Your spiritual hunger is not a coincidence. It's a signal that Allah is elevating you, softening your heart, and preparing you for a higher purpose that requires a stronger connection with Him. One of the most overlooked signs that Allah has chosen you for something greater is the way He protects you, often in ways you don't understand at first. You may feel frustrated when certain plans fall apart, when people suddenly distance themselves, or when opportunities you desperately wanted slip away. But with time, you begin to realize that every loss was actually divine protection. Allah removes what is not meant for you long before you can see the reasons. Sometimes He closes a door because what's behind it would have harmed your heart, weakened your faith, or delayed your growth. Other times He pulls you away from people who would have drained your energy, misled you, or taken you off your path. What feels like rejection is often redirection. Being chosen means Allah filters your life with precision. He removes distractions, protects your peace, and shields you from unseen harm. You may not realize it immediately, but later you look back and say, Alhamdulillah, that didn't work out. Allah. This kind of protection is a sign of love. Allah only protects the hearts He is preparing for something greater. Every closed door is a silent blessing, every delay is strategic, and every separation is part of a bigger plan. When Allah chooses you, He guards your journey. Even when you don't realize you're being guarded, When Allah chooses someone for a higher purpose, He blesses them with moments of deep insight, flashes of understanding that feel far beyond their age or experience. These are not ordinary thoughts. They are gentle awakenings placed in your heart by Allah. You begin to see life differently. Situations that once confused you suddenly make sense. Patterns become clearer. You understand people's intentions more easily, and you start recognizing what brings you closer to Allah and what pulls you away. This clarity often appears in moments of silence, during prayer, while reading Quran, or even in the middle of a struggle. A thought arrives in your heart that feels pure, calm, and unmistakably guided. You begin to understand why certain things happened, why certain people entered or left your life, and why Allah allowed certain hardships. This understanding softens your heart and strengthens your trust in His plan. Deep insight is a sign that Allah is opening your inner vision. He is training your heart to see with wisdom instead of emotion. You begin making better decisions, avoiding harm before it reaches you, and recognizing blessings before they disappear. This clarity is not a coincidence. It is a spiritual gift. Allah grants wisdom to those He chooses, preparing them for responsibilities and blessings that require a mature, awakened heart. One of the strongest signs that Allah has chosen you for something greater is the condition of your heart during hardship. Many people become bitter, angry, or cold when life hurts them, but you don't. Even after being disappointed, betrayed, or tested, your heart refuses to harden. You still feel compassion, you still care, you still try to do good. This softness is not weakness, it is a divine gift. A soft heart after pain means Allah is protecting your fitrah, the pure, natural goodness He placed within you. Instead of turning your suffering into anger, He turns it into wisdom. Instead of making you harsh, He makes you humble. Instead of letting your trials break you, He allows them to shape you gently. You may cry, feel overwhelmed, or question your strength, but deep inside you remain kind. You still forgive, even when people don't deserve it. You still make da'ah, even when life feels heavy. You still hope, even when everything seems dark. This is spiritual resilience, the type only Allah grants to those He loves. A soft heart is a sign that Allah is polishing your character, preparing you for blessings that require emotional depth and spiritual maturity. Anyone can stay kind in comfort. Only a chosen soul stays kind through pain. Your softness is not a liability. It is proof that Allah is guiding, protecting, and elevating you.